All right, welcome back to Politically Incorrect Sports Talk, and I want to talk about the Division III committee's option to cancel the tournament again. I'll say this: these are some of the most important years of these young people's lives. They cannot get these years back. I've noticed this with a lot of leadership, and I said this about a year ago, and I got a lot of flack. And now a year later, people are saying like, "Wow, now I see what you're saying. If they want it to work, they can make it work. If they want to make excuses, they'll make excuses." There's been small schools in all states, big schools in all states that found a way to play football seasons, high school basketball seasons. I know in some states they just cut it in half and they had 6 high school games. They had a quick tournament and they were done before November to make sure these kids didn't miss out. If you're a college, you have a lot more resources than some high schools. You got professors, you got athletic trainers, you got doctors that are alumni. You have a lot of things. And then even in Division I, we've seen some schools that just flat out just said they won't participate, but then there's a lot of schools that said they will. So if Division III really wanted to do their basketball tournament, they could have simply did this in October. They could have paid attention to the NBA, Division I basketball, and everybody else. Even I want y'all to listen to this. Division I, Division II, and NAIA are all having their tournaments and playing their tournaments. Division III is literally the only college system that did not have a basketball tournament and canceled a lot of other events. JUCO had their tournaments. There's a lot of money and there's a lot of resources in a lot of Division III schools around the country. They could have simply been like this in late October. You have from now until the first week of March to try and at least get 14 games in. Those of you that can get more than 14 games in, awesome. Those of you who can't, at least get that in to have the chance to get into our tournament. 2, they could have made a requirement like you got to win either 65 to 70% of your games or just simply the top 2 teams in each conference make the tournament. Get a bubble somewhere in the country, play the games for a week or 10 days, knock them out, get it over with, and have a Division III champion so these kids don't miss out on 2 years of their most precious years of their lives when it comes to sports. And I talked to another athlete, and he was going to go Division III, and he said, "No, I'm going to go NAIA," because he said he doesn't see a big difference between Division II, Division III, and NAIA. So he said at this point he was just going to go NAIA because a lot of the stuff that they're doing NCAA Division III is just a lot of bureaucratic silliness. If they want to get things done, they can get them done. If they want to make excuses, they'll continue to make excuses. They could have got 30 teams somehow this year to get somewhere and play. If you're in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, your D3 school, you're not that far from each other. They could have played Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma. They could have found a way to play each other. They could have found all the schools that are within 200 miles of each other, played each other all season, find a way to get 14 games, get down to a certain amount, get in a bubble, finish the damn season so somebody can be crowned a champion and these kids don't miss out on a year. I don't like the decision making of the D3 committee. And I said this last year, we need better leadership. We need people to try and make it work. If it's dangerous and it's Ebola, then nothing should be going on, period. But if it's COVID, and when you look at the stats of COVID, it's very wish-washy in a lot of different states and places, then I don't understand what the procrastination is for. You're not being safe. You're playing bureaucratic political games. I'm out.